All right. Are we ready to rumble or what? Full case, brand new 2024-25 EPL Prizm. Uploaded the review earlier today. Go check it out. We cross-post this on socials as always. Got some personals after the group break as well. Let's do this, let's do that. Group breaks. We are live. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty, let's see who else trickles in. Let's see. If I can find the image. There it is. We are live. There we go. That correctly. Do this. All right, here we go. We are ready to rumble, ladies and gentlemen. Got Jedi Joe in the house, Silver FC, El Don as well, and good old John Lee. Let's see. All right, I think we're good to go. So, like I said, we have a case break tonight, and we have some personals right after. We got Mosul in the house as well. What is going on? Let me remove this. A super zoomed in view of Mari Hutchinson and Cole Palmer here. Just move some stuff around. We got 2 boxes for Trollmeister, and we have a midnight for Andrew. We will rip these after the break. Just set these aside. We do have some 2016, 2017 select left. I got the camera working again somehow. It has a mind of its own. Try to move this a little bit over so you guys see more of it on the screen. I'm trying to fit as much as I can, but it's like impossible. Especially with a case like this size. Can't even see the front sticker. Unless I do this. Let me see. Hopefully I don't ruin the camera here. Alright, well, let me show you guys. There it is. 16/3/25. For you case enthusiasts. Alright, let's hope it works. Alright. I was like, I haven't had the top camera working in like who knows how many breaks, 50 breaks, something like that. So, oh, I forgot to put the team list on the screen. There we go. All right, I think we are ready to rumble. Thank you all for the fill. Appreciate you filling things very quickly, especially on this one. This one actually filled in like a day. I want to say a day or two max, but unfortunately we didn't get the case until a few days later. So here we are. Gonna rip this, and hopefully there's a 1-of-1 or color blast in this. Brian was able to pull a Prizmania, so that was cool. There's a multi-case hit you don't see every day. If you haven't checked out the review of this set, it is on the channel right now. There's also something in the video, so if you guys want to check it out, not saying you should, but highly recommend you do. We got Liam in the house as well. Manster, welcome back. Wicked Tacos as well. The whole gang is in the house tonight. And I'm guessing some more are going to join later on. So, alright, once again, we are filled for tonight. We do have a bunch of boxes available on the website. Let me just show you guys that real quick because why not? Personals for later tonight. Got some of these to ship sealed. Got a case build as well. Got some of these to rip during the stream, and then some of the other products that are still there. And yeah, that is basically it. Just making it very, very easy for you guys. There's a look into the OBS world there. No secrets. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, terrestrials and extraterrestrials, let's do this. Cannot wait to see what is in this case. Good luck, everyone. Thank you for the fill. Got Marty in the house now. And here we go. In the words of a famous Italian journalist, here we go, famous Italian plumber. Let's go. Man, top view camera is like something else, man, I'm telling you. It just feels next level, right? It's not perfect, but we do our best. It just has a mind of its own. I seriously have tried everything. I have tried everything with the top camera to get it to work. It is not consistent at all. I don't know what it is, maybe OBS settings or something like that, but hopefully we can make it work for the foreseeable future. Always try to figure out the best way to do this without dumping all the boxes, because we're not box dumpers. There we go. Put another one there. Once you get one box out, the rest is a piece of cake. Just getting this first box out, usually catching it by the edges. Almost need Spider-Man fingers for this stuff. That was a struggle. Alright, you guys see the empty case? Let's cue the thunk. 3, 2, 1. That was actually super loud. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready. We are ready. Some of you might not be ready. We'll find out here. Let's do 4x3, or no, 3x4 maybe better. Let's do 4x3. It'll fit on the whole screen. Maybe not the top cam, but just push this over just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Should probably have to fix the angle of this thing too. Oh, this is what we have to. So we got what we're gonna be working with. For a split second, I thought I saw First Offline sticker on one of these. I started freaking out. All right, guys. Thank you all for the fill once again. Let me just flash the table on the screen. Or just a few more seconds for those of you just joining. You can always rewind and watch this, by the way. All right. Here we go. Let's start with, I just realized you can't even see the top boxes, maybe. Just the bottom edge. Let's start from here. Let's go from this way. Smells like Prizm. Haven't even broken the seal yet. Good luck all. We're going to do the first one pack by pack, of course, as is tradition, to warm up the brake machines, aka fingers. All right, here we go. Nice little hiss. Barely. All right. So this is a normal pack. Usually they're all like, the cards are all flipped. I don't know what's up with that. But there's Mikey Moore. Just a base. center stage inserts. Mitoma here. Our first parallel is going to be silver. Going to the Brighton spot. Base, base, and base. I think Wicked Tacos grabbed Brighton, if I'm not mistaken, in this one. Joe Willock. We have Cracked Ice. And our first numbered card is going to be blue. Harry Wilson. And this upside down Jeffrey Schlupp. Moreira. And was that Cunha just now? I think it was. 133 out of 299. We got Jeffrey Schlupp. It's one of the non-numbered 1 per hobby box parallels. Or maybe we're getting multiple. I don't remember that being a thing. I guess it is a thing. Ooh, this fireworks. I thought it was something else. Looks pretty sick, actually. Silver fireworks. Brian Mbumo. Then we have another ice, Leandro Rossard. Then we got Andre, just Andre. Let the Prizm dust fly. I think I talked about this in like a previous break before. I really hope these like Prizm dust particles or Prizm fumes are not like gonna cause us mesothelioma in the future. I really, really, truly hope that is not the case. Like one of those asbestos kind of materials. I really hope that is not the case, guys. Mateusz Cunha, as of now, our lowest numbered parallel out of 75. Blue ice, so nice. We got a silver Ederson. We got Nitty in the house as well. Hello, hello. It's been a while, man. Sandro Tonali. We have a laser. Man, my box like only had like a mojo. I wonder what happened. Because I feel like, yeah, this is definitely more common to have multiple non-numbered hobby exclusive. Oh man, this thing looks clean. Look at that. Something about laser and Prizm, man. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think I only got like a mojo. No spoilers, but half spoilers. I wonder what replaced it. More silvers, I guess. Another blue ice. What are the chances? Mickey Van de Ven. Oh, and look at that. Man, so far, Spurs and Wolves, I want to say. Look at that. Semi case hit, clean. Dominic Solanke, Genesis. Going to Wicked Tacos. There it is. Starting things off very nicely. Van de Ven out of 75, 67 out of 75. I'll leave these guys at the end. Just to save time, there's Amari Hutchinson and Tyler Dibbling. Oh, the box had 3 checkers. See, I thought that was like, I didn't say that was normal in the video, but I was like, huh, somehow we got 3 checkerboards. So there is the answer. Morgan Gibbs White. The reason why we didn't get the other ones is because we got a bunch of checkers. All right, blue Prizm. There's Archie Gray base. Benny Blanco. 163 out of 299. And a Mojo Bernardo Silva. All right, I'll wait on sleeving the non-numbereds because we're going to be getting quite a few of those. Is that another Genesis? I don't know. It might be an insert. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I think it's just a fireworks insert. Those actually look really, really cool as silvers. Oh, it is kaleidoscopic, actually. Savinho and Mason Mount. Is anyone watching the Barcelona game? Is that a color blast or is that a manga? What do you guys think? Let's take votes. Who said K-Sid incoming? Someone just knew it. Jedi Joe knew K-Sid was incoming. And there it is right there. I swear, Barcelona legit was about to tie it like the last 5 minutes. It's unfortunate that the other team just sucked at finishing. Well, it's fortunate for Barcelona fans. I'm glad they didn't actually score. But Manuel Ugarte for Manchester United. There it is for El Don. All right. Okay, actually, this is what I was going to do. There we go. Slightly better. There are usually 2 Genesis per case. That is correct. And here's our autograph. Looks like the person is wearing red. Red uniform. I wonder who it could be. It'd be amazing if it was a David Beckham. Ichan Huang. Alright guys. Obviously we're going to do auto first, right? And then we're going to do this. But let me actually thin the pile because we do have a red. Man, I really hope that's a color blast. I am not 100% sure what I just saw, but Simon Adingra, 16 out of 199. Silver Diallo. All right, time for the autograph. What direction is it? You guys know those letters? Let's find out. Wow, Michael Owen. Look at that. For Liverpool, no Salah. Silver Michael Owen autograph. This thing looks clean, aside from some dust. It's gone now. 68 out of 99. I don't think I've seen this picture of Owen before. A nice one going to Nitty. Welcome back. So we have the King Salah spot and we have the no Salah. Mo Salah and no Salah. All right, let's do this one by one. I have a feeling. Let's just reveal it. I don't want to have any spoilers. Should we rotate or should we continue vertical? Arsenal. I mean, this looks vertical to me, so it can't be a color blast. It is Ethan Nwaneri. Man, this thing is sick. Such an amazing upgrade to the manga design. That is crazy. Johan T, congratulations. Man, this looks absolutely amazing on the back. With the Japanese text on the front and the back, his name says it in Japanese as well. And you have the artist information here. Good job, Panini. Well done. Imagine if they started, and I feel like they could in the future, have gold power, mangas or one of ones. I'm sure they're gonna do it. If they haven't already. It's definitely an easy idea. There it is. There's our first box. Imagine if that was a personal. Got Genesis, case hit, Michael Owen, silver autograph. Love to see it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the first box done with the warm-up. Now we're going to do break style for the remaining boxes. And hopefully we're just getting started here. Just getting started. One will have a case hit snakeskin, the other will have the case hits. What is this? Oh, I thought that pack was open. That was crazy. It's just the flap is semi-lifted. Alright. How do we wanna, I'm doing this. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. thing we need to, in order to be as efficient as possible. There we go. Oh, not one of these again. It's one of these. It's one of these boxes. Everything is split. You gotta deal with it. Okay, didn't I just... I might have to re-rotate it again. Maybe that wasn't the most efficient way to do things. Super Saiyan Golds. Imagine if they started doing collaborations with like Dragon Ball Z or something. I know Lamine Yamal would love that stuff. Okay, I naturally just want to grab it like this, so why did I flip it around earlier? How many years do you guys think it takes for a breaker to find his rhythm? Well, that feels like it's going to topple over because of all the flip cards, so let's just do a separate pile here. Alrighty, ladies and gents, see what we got. We have a bunch of flipped cards here, no spoilers at all. Lucas Bergvall, Silver, Emergent. We have Kukureya, non-numbered purple. Bunch of base here. We have a blue John Duran before going to the desert. Out of 299, we have a hyper TAA. Most likely going to go to Real Madrid. This guy over there. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen that Paddy Pimbelt interview. He has such a crazy Scouse accent. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah, he was really upset about the Trent move, or Trent leaving Liverpool. Oh, look at this white Cameron Archer. Cameron Archer, white Prizm with Adama right behind him. Out of 35-19, 35 going to Southampton. Going to Amphi, who may or may not be asleep right now. Nice little white Prizm. Let's put this guy over here. Let me sleeve silver Emergent Bergvall. Let's put that over there. Let's see this guy real quick. Kukureya. Oh, I don't think we got a single purple from the last box. So first purple. Pedro Lima. Got a bunch of inserts here. Fractal. Cracked Ice. Brilliance. Very different design this time around. Got a checkerboard coming up. Hopefully the camera has been focusing on all these. George Hurst and Joao Gomez. For Ipswich, rookie auto. Second auto of the break. This thing's got a lot of, I can just feel all the dust on the back. There's Archie Gray, Wilson Odobert, and the entire backside full of base. Okay, red Prizm, Emi Martinez, Lucas Bergvall. Nice clean silver there. Got Archer Gray and base. Not contenders. Center stage, Alexis McAllister, silver. We got a Hyper Downs. And we got a Dan, a Byrne, and Andre. Just Andre. 252 out of 299. Gonna need some more sleeves here in a sec. Lucas Bergvall. It's the second silver we get for that guy. I feel like I was gonna do something just now. Did I forget to do something? I'll remember here in a little bit. Jordan Pickford, man, really like these inserts, especially when they're full flood. All right, red Jefferson Lerma out of 199, and then hyper orange Jeffrey Schlupp, unnumbered of course, and that is going to be it for box número 2. All right. Let me see. Let me catch up with chat. That might remind me of what I wanted to do. No, I don't. Doesn't look like we missed anything. All right. Let's do this so we can move the rest of the boxes. Actually, now we have more room for displays. Let's put good old Michael Owen, and let's put the Nwaneri. Almost a quarter of the case done. Hopefully these packs are not the crazy ones. Yep, they are. Something we gotta live with it. Somehow the last box didn't have any of this. Wicked Taco says I wanted to pull a 1-of-1. I think that's actually what I wanted to do. John Lee says sleeves. I think that's actually what it was. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 penny sleeves, so yeah, I was gonna have to do it at some point. Better now than midway through the box. Let's just open up all these packs. Somehow this one does not want to topple over. I don't want to jinx it. Alright, let's get plus 100. All the sleeves in the world. Reloaded. Alright, Anthony. What do we got? Cody Akpo. Robertson. Mr. Scotland there. Would you guys say Robertson is Mr. Scotland, or would you say John McGinn is Mr. Scotland? I'm talking about like current generation, not the older players. I understand there's a lot of other much better Scottish players overall. Alexis McAllister, red on red for Liverpool, no Salah. Do we have any people from Scotland in the live stream? Can maybe let us know who they think is Mr. Scotland at this point. Nice little checkerboard, Anthony Robinson. And blue, Alex Iwobi out of 299. Xerxes, Mojo, and then all this space. Jedi Joe says John McGinn. Scott McTerminator, that's an interesting one. I actually didn't even think of that guy, but he has had a lot of clutch moments. I don't know if it's for Scotland though, usually for Manchester United. Yeah, probably John McGinn because of his seniority, but all right, 1992, Morgan Gibbs White out of 92, 31 out of 92. Flynn Downs there. All these flipped base, no apparent reason. We have Brilliance, and then Ryan Gravenberg. Oh, another white. Oh, look at that. Isak with the Newcastle colors going to John Lee. 35 out of 35. Bookhand, look at that. Probably one of the coolest cards that we've pulled so far. I mean, it's only been 3 boxes, but love to see it. Look at that. That thing is clean. It's clean and filthy at the same time. I don't know how else to explain it. Silver, Renato Vega. This guy over here. There's Dibbling. Talisman. Lewis Miley, second year. Not that we saw a lot of him in his first year. And another blue, Kai Havertz. 130 something out of 137 out of 299. Mikolenko. James Madison, Virgil van Dijk, silver, Tyreek Mitchell. There's Mr. Scotland right there. Man, these autos just like pop out of nowhere. There's no way for me to really predict. Cannot slow roll autos. Penmanship signatures. It would have been hilarious if they were like penmanship signature autographs. All right, base for Manchester City. Rico Lewis going to Exquisite Penguin 13. Third auto, and we have Spurs getting a lot of hits. James Madison checkerboard. And base. Michael Golding might be related to Ellie Golding, who knows? Would I know? Not necessarily. Renato Vega. $1992. Got another blue. Jedi checker. And red on red, McAllister. Alrighty. Quarter of the way done. 3 quarters left. We got GS in the house as well. Very apparent Spurs fan. Welcome to the stream. So far we've gotten, what, 2 white prisms, right? Where's the other white we got? Oh, it's Cameron Archer in the back. I think actually, Johan, you're right. Yeah, I literally thought Exquisite Penguin had all the spots. I guess he didn't have the city others. So yeah. Correct my mistake from earlier. Literally saw all the city spots. Saw the Penguin trademark on it. Didn't see others. So yes, Rico Lewis. Is that 2 autos for Johan so far? Can't remember what the... Oh, that was the Nwaneri was going to Johan. That's what it was. Alright, let's get rid of those. And... Okay, is this going to be an auto? No, it's just an insert. Joao Pedro. Arianet Muric. Very interesting first name. Is that another white? It is another white. Well, well, well. Amad Diallo. Diallo for Manchester United. How many Manchester United spots? This has to be the others, right? Man United, others going to Eldon. Well, it doesn't matter because Eldon has all of them. Unless Johan has others. There we go. 05 out of 35. 11 off his jersey number. We're trying too hard here. Man, these talisman look clean, even at first silvers. Liam Delap. These must look really sick as black prisms. There's Kudus. Brandon Johnson, Spurs once again. Out of 199. There's Mikey Moore. Center stage. Silver. Ben Brereton Diaz. Very, very interesting, slightly complicated name. There's an auto. All right, for the first time. Is that Thierry Henry? I don't know, man. I feel like I know those like bandages on the finger. This has to be Thierry Henry, right? That is my boy TT for Arsenal. There we go. Club legends. Thierry Henry to the Henry spot. J Mac 97. You guys can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm trying to do the Thierry Henry little laughing face. The little awkward one he does. There we go. Nice one for J Mac. Nice new Legends design. Almost kind of reminds me of like Crusade, but in the back it's not like a phoenix or whatever. It's just the EPL lion. It's like the first thing I thought of when I saw that design. Crusade. Crusade was a little bit of a strange design, but some people liked it. There's Guido Rodriguez. Is that a Prizm flashback flood? I think. Oh, it's not. We have a snakeskin. Snakeskin, ladies and gentlemen. Case hit. Set that one there. Hopefully we don't forget about it. Romeo Lavia, 296 out of 299. Brian Mbumo, silver. It's Archie Gray. Mojo Curtis Jones. Base, base, base. Mr. Scotland, John McGinn, 16 out of 75. Gabrielle, non-numbered Mojo. Mari Hutchinson, Tyler Dibbling. The collation on Hutchinson and Dibbling, they're always together. Simona Dingra. Blue would look sick in that one. Silver here. All right. Did we get the auto? Yeah, it was Thierry Henry. Andres Pereira, 294 out of 299. Sam Morsi. And let's see the snakeskin, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck. It looks like it's a burgundy team. Probably West Ham. Maybe Aston Villa. Is that Ollie Watkins? And I don't know. That is not Ollie Watkins. Oh, Ian Matson. I was like, who is that? Nice little snakeskin for Aston Villa. Case hit. Snakeskin going to Marty. I believe Marty is officially on the board. All right, let's put the white over there. Let's leave these guys. Also, guys, if you haven't checked out our different Patreon tiers, definitely check it out. There are a lot of benefits to a lot of different ones. Oh, what is this? Some piece of cardboard. I thought it was like a dead bug. You never know these cases. All right, that is box number 4. We are a third of the way done. Case now. Forehead game, forget about it. Oh, that was a Thierry Henry auto. What's going on, Justin? Good evening. What are your UCL second leg predictions? I'm a little biased. I have to say Barcelona is going to proceed, and then I have to say Arsenal. But it's going to be tough because they're both my teams. But obviously, I feel like if Arsenal plays Barcelona, I have to pick Barcelona. That's just how it is. It's very, very close. But I feel like PSG going through to the final and then even winning, that would be like such a like fairy tale or dark horse success story, especially after all the big boys and, you know, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe not being able to win with PSG, and then this just like band of young brothers just surprises Europe completely. Yeah, Lamine Yamal. I mean, for the sake of Lamine Yamal, we gotta have Barcelona win. Inter Milan is somehow, I don't want to say somehow, Inter Milan has actually been a really good team for the last few years, if not the last decade. They've been consistently getting to like the final, if not semifinals, of Champions League like almost every year. Lautaro is such an underrated, underappreciated player in the hobby. I mean, maybe he did it to himself with that amazing auto of his. It's not something crazy anyone would want to collect. All right, let's take some of these off before they hurt someone. Jared Bowen, 777. Alex Iwobi, checkerboard. red Milos Kerkez, 124 out of 199. There is a Rodri, much needed player at City right now. Team just like fell apart without him. Fractal Silver, Ian Matson. And we have a James Madison. Small portion of the rainbow already complete from this break. 2, 3 parallels. Robert Sanchez out of 299. We have a Sunny Mojo going to the Sunspot. Emergent Oscar Bob. Mitoma Silver. There we go, the collation. Where there is Omari, there is Dibbling. What do you know? Spurs once again, 61 out of 75. And Idrissa Guy. There is Fractal, Mario Lamina. We have our lowest numbered card yet out of 49, a red laser. What do you know? It's a Tottenham Hotspur. 18 out of 49, Timo Werner. Now we just need some of the rookies to pop up as numbered cards. Lewis Miley. It's been out of focus this whole time. We have Harry Wilson, 245 out of 299. Then that is, oh no, we still have some more. We haven't seen the auto yet. That's probably what's going on. Is that the auto? No, it is not. Wow, first appearance of Mo Salah there. I don't even remember seeing his base. There's the auto. It is Vicario. 54 out of 99 for Tottenham. Others. Wicked Tacos. Vicario with the gesture right there. All right, Ellison Becker. That is it for box number 5. We're almost halfway done. Almost. Let's leave these guys up. And of course we will have a recap at the end, guys. We are going to be running personals at the end as well. Wait, what am I saying? The lowest numbered cards we got are 3 white prisms, not the red laser. So far we have a couple of Prizm hobby boxes to rip after this. We have Topps Midnight. We're also going to be reviewing Topps Midnight Bundesliga as well. Probably tomorrow, if not the day after. We shall see. But yeah, we got a bunch of other reviews coming up in the next few days. Going into next week as well. So let's move these guys so we can actually display them in the back now that we're moving this box to the front. Let's do this, do that. White. White. I feel like they look like base from that far away. All right. Let's get this out onto a tray. Nice. Okay. No tray action here. That would take up so much space. I'd love to do it. Maybe in the future. All right, we have a new member. Thank you, Mick. Welcome to the YouTube channel memberships. We got Just Toast. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining. GS says Spurs to win the Europa League. You never know. Alright, so it looks like we have a normal box here. None of the cards are flipped for whatever reason. I feel like because of the delay, it has to have something to do with the delay. There's like a few cards that they had to remove from the checklist. I wonder if it's like a signing exclusive or like just using that player as like an exclusive contract with like Fanatics or something that they couldn't put them in this, or like they had them in this checklist initially and they had to remove them. You never know what happens behind the scenes, guys. Probably why there's a lot of delays happening, but all right. Oh, so much better, man. Ooh, we have our first flood Prizm flashback. It is Luis Diaz for Liverpool. No Salah. 23 out of 25. This thing looks clean. That is the definition of Prizm. Our lowest numbered card so far. Hopefully we're going to see a gold. We have to see at least one gold. Hopefully we see a black, gold, green. The whole rainbow. It's best case scenario, right? This guy on a heater in the Premier League. Nuri. Nkunku numbered out of 199. And we have this Mikey Moore. Finally got a sick parallel. Not numbered. But nice little Mikey Moore for the Moore Archie spot going to Boston Hammer. Forgot the horns. There we go. Oh, Mikey Moore. Let's remove a Diallo for now. Let's put him over there. Thought I missed something there. Who's this guy? James Hill. Jordan Pickford. Casemiro Silver. And another Genesis. Another Genesis semi-case hit. Blue Ollie Watkins. And we have Lewis Cook. 158 out of 299 for Bournemouth. We may or may not get a third one. Sometimes that happens, but Bournemouth, I believe Bournemouth got a few numbered cards earlier. Well, there we go. Going to Amphi. Genesis. Another semi-case hit. Let's just take a look at this Saliba real quick. Amazing. So I feel like silver is like my favorite. It might even be better than like some of the other colors. All right, let's just put this guy over here for now. Kai Havertz. Cobra Kai. We have that was Mikey Moore. Nicholas Jackson. Blue Ice once again out of 75. It is going to be Connor Chaplin. Rookie for Ipswich. 46 out of 75. Emil Smith Rowe Silver. I think we saw the auto. We have to reveal it, right? 3, 2, 1. Eden Hazard. There we go for the Hazard spot. Going to Tang Oi. I feel like we got a lot of good autos this case. It's not common, right? I feel like a case wouldn't have like Michael Owen, Thierry Henry, Eden Hazard in the same case, but this might be a crap case. Who knows? We're not even halfway done. We're almost halfway done. There we go. Mr. Hazard himself making an appearance. Whoever gets the black, I mean, I know there's a lot of people who are going to be chasing that one. The black 1/1 Hazard auto is going to be absolutely insane. Nick Pope, 73 out of 92. Joe Linton. Eric da Silva Moreira. Another checker here. Connor Chaplin. Well, once again. There's Mikey Moore. Guimarães. We have Mazraoui, 242 out of 299. Renato Vega Silver once again. That is going to be that box. All right, let's leave these guys. Cannot wait to review. First offline, might be able to get some boxes for personals if anyone's interested, but they are not cheap. It's actually very hard to find any single boxes on the market now. You can probably get cases, but those are probably going to be overpriced at this point, and most people are just doing group breaks, so that's kind of why. Group breaks, 3-box breaks or whatever, very, very popular product because there's a very short print run. I want to say like 250 to 300 cases of those. Can't remember. You guys will see a closer estimate in the review sometime next week. All right, box number 7. Halfway done with the case. Let's see what else is waiting for us here. Uh-oh, we got another one of these nightmare boxes. Would love to see a Color Blast. I honestly don't know if it replaces manga. If anyone's seen like a bunch of cases, if you've seen a Color Blast hit, do you also usually see a manga in the same case? Or would the Color Blast replace the manga? I feel like it would be extra. LP14 in the house. What did I miss? We got a lot of nice cards so far. Hazard Auto, Thierry Henry Auto, Michael Owen, Silver Auto, Noneri Manga. We got 3 White Prisms, Mikey Moore, 2 Genesis, Snakeskin, and we are only halfway done with the case. Alright, this stuff again. Connor Chaplin! Almost going to finish the rainbow in this case. 73 out of 199. We have 3 of his parallels so far. Alright, Brilliance. We have Marcus Rashford. Pre-Aston Villa. Damsgaard. 239 out of 299. We have Madueke. Talisman Wissa. Mr. Scotland base. 1992 Sinisterra. 34 out of 92. Reece James. Saw him play for the first time last week, I feel like, in forever. Did he get injured again? There's Mo Salah. Is that really the first base? I feel like that is the first Mo Salah base that we see. Mateus Fernandes. May or may not be related to Bruno Fernandes. Forgot to get rid of some of this base. We're getting a way too big of a tower. I feel like that is the first Nico O'Reilly base. Boot Fas, 72 out of 75. Silver Diallo. There's Canus. And Guilherme. Diop. KDB looking pretty sharp in that picture. Jean-Claire Todibo, 44 out of 299, and Mario Lamina. All right, what is this? Base Bergval, Nwaneri, and we have center stage. I keep wanting to read it as contenders. Ogochukwu. Is that Lewis Skelly for the first time? I believe so. Well, there's the auto. Penmanship, Nick Pope. Going to Newcastle. John Lee once again. Eze, pretty cool laser. Sunny Fireworks, and we have Oliver Skip, and that is going to be it for that box. Box number 7. Sleep these guys and get ready to get into box number 8. We may or may not see a dual auto. Aren't those like super or way more sharp printed this year than they usually are? That's what I saw and what I've heard so far. Foden Color Blast and a Drogba manga. They do not replace each other. Thanks for the clarification, Manny. Alrighty. Where's our gold? Where's our green? Where's our black? Oh, where's our black gold? That's gonna fall over for sure. I'm glad Leicester has figured out how to win. It's a little too late. It's a little too late. Post relegation. And of course, Jamie Vardy scores. I guess it's the whole pressure for trying to do something during the season. Now there's no pressure, so now they actually get to play well and enjoy themselves. Doesn't necessarily make that much sense, but Emergence, Chris Richards. A lot of base. Nico O'Reilly. And we have a red Mateusz Cunha, 66 out of 199. Another one for the rainbow. And we have a silver Brilliance, first Brilliance parallel. Looks so much better than the base. Aaron Ramsdale, Mojo. Casey McAteer, 181 out of 299 for Leicester. Saliba Orange Hyper. Bergval. Amadou Onana. Silver Emi Martinez. There's Lewis Skelly base. AKA MLS. 43 out of 199 as Riconsa. Alex Scott. With the whole studio dedicated to him and only him last season. Mads Hermansen, non-numbered purple. Blue Ice, Leif Davis, rookie, 66 out of 75. Second rookie, blue or blue ice for Switch from this case. All right, what is going on here? Just base. The auto, of course, is going to surprise us once again. We have a silver Mark Gehi. There's Mo Salah. Cracked ice, so nice. On base. Blue Jason Steele. 241 out of 299. Checkerboard Tyreek Mitchell, non-numbered. Some of these cards in the way. Auto should be here somewhere. Cole Palmer. Is that the auto? It's not the auto, just the silver. Unless we already pulled that Nick Pope. Can't remember if that was like last box or this box. There's our answer. Ola Aina. And we have a Canoes Hyper for Leicester. For good old Leicester. All right, 4 boxes left. The final third of the case. Where's our Color Blast? Where's our 1 of 1? Gold, green, Jingleheimer Schmidt. What's going on, Jake? Late to the game, any Leicester hits? Well, we just got one. We got a few others, I feel like. We just finished their soccer games. Hope they won. Already blowing the ref's whistle. I did see that. That is hilarious. Like, are you okay, man? Let me just help you out there. That was pretty hilarious. Such typical Vardy thing to do. What a mad lad. Got Cody in the house as well. Okay. back and we can see what is in this box. Bukayo Saka, Orange Hyper. The JHP on the board. Mo Salah, we have Andy Irving out of 299. Liam Delap, silver. We got a silver. Almost said Marmouche. It is Savinho. Is Marmouche even in the set? I don't think he is. He didn't make the cut. All right, Sonny Mitoma, 32 out of 199. Oliver Skip, purple. Emergent, Levi Caldwell. And Miles Lewis Skelly, silver. All right, we ended up getting a parallel of the guy. Going to Tom. Tom P. Bergvall. Kovacic, and we have Sunny Ice. Ice so nice. Lewis Skelly, center stage, got it right the first time. Jean-Philippe Mateta, checkerboard. Tarkovsky, blue on blue ice, 36 out of 75. Dan Byrne, man with the crazy headers. Dude is a giant. Silver, I got Nacho. There's Joe Burrow, hyper. Mark Gahey, 53 out of 75 ice. And a Mojo Lewis Skelly. Look at this. 2 MLS parallels in one box. Picking it up. Auto should be here somewhere. Cole Palmer, Mikolenko. Archie Gray. Omari Hutchinson. Going to Ipswich. 57 out of 99. The Jedi Joe, what do you know? Got you one. Livramento. And that is going to be it for box number 9. We got 10, 11, and 12 left. Final quarter of the case. And that will be it. Then we're going to move on to our personals. Anything can happen. 3 boxes is actually a pretty significant number. Arsenal PGH says, I bought 4 cases of Bukayo Saka, and this is the first time I've seen parallels. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. 4 cases. I guess they're just in all the other cases that are left out there. Peanut butter Skelly time. That's a first. January window doesn't exist in Prizm. Pretty sure Marmouche would have made the cut. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I mean, they planned this like what, at least 6 months in advance, if not like a year in advance. So with a lot of like edits throughout the planning phase, that'd be my speculation. But yeah, I mean, this set was, they were probably done with the set before 2025 even hit. All right, a normal pack. Back to the normal packs. But they're not opening normally. My guess is all the packs where you see a lot of cards flipped, they're easy to open. So I'm guessing that's when they had to go back and like maybe remove some cards or substitute cards or whatever. That is the only explanation. The only thing that makes sense from a production standpoint. Yeah, because these packs they don't have any flip cards, relatively hard to open. They don't like feel resealed or anything, they just slightly more secure. All right, here we go. Box number 10. There's gold. There is our gold. Center stage. Hyper. Caduce. Is it going to be a black gold or just a gold? Don't want to spoil it here. Getting awfully close. Set that one down. Calvin Bassey. Emergent Silver. Purple, Andy Irving. Manuel Akanji out of 299. It's gotta relocate now, I guess. The Romeo Lavia, Orange Hyper, Fractal Larson, Cunha's replacement whenever he's injured. Actually does a pretty crazy job in a good way. Is this our auto? Is that dual auto? Everton? DS Everton? Am I reading that correctly? It is! Dual auto, Jordan Pickford and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. This is Pickford's auto. This is Dominic Calvert-Lewin's auto. They should be flipped. A design or quality control flaw, one might say. It is what it is. I guess if you don't really think about it too much, it's not that big of a deal, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's not just like that auto, it's like I think most dual autos have the same issue. Nicholas Jackson. I think we got a color blast, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, it's definitely a color blast. Let's go. 1 in 10 cases. 1 in 10 cases. We're definitely going to reveal it last. We're going to reveal gold first. I do want to get very, very close to the color blast itself before we do the reveal. I think Leon Bailey is going to be the one covering it. All right, guys. You don't see a lot of color blasts from this product, that's for sure. Out of 199, Mickey Van de Ven, VVD Silver. I honestly had a feeling. I had a feeling this case was going to have a color blast. And hopefully you don't get trolled that it's not a color blast. That would be awkward. Is that Anthony Elanga? Anthony Elanga gold for the Nottingham spot. 10 out of 10. Bang, bang, bang. Going to Mr. Julian, who is now officially on the board. Oh, there's no way we didn't have any Nottingham numbered cards. Yeah, this can't be the first one. Kind of feels like it, but all right. Who do we swap out? We don't necessarily have to swap out anyone. I'll just put it for Lucho. All right, there we go. All right, guys, buckle up. Good luck, everyone. I feel like Color Blast, unfortunately, is going to be one of 6 teams. James Garner. Now we're only missing a 1 of 1, right? There's Nicholas Pope, 172 out of 199. We have Harry Wilson. Why are you going with upside down cards? My neck hurts. It's not me, man. It's Panini. Ask Panini. I just don't want to keep rotating because it'll take forever if I do that. And I mean, if they're just base. What is that? Is that a 3rd Genesis? What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? I was like, we're probably going to get 2 to 3 Genesis. What's the plural of Genesis? Genesis. A sea of a Genesis Prizm. Alright. So it would have been a pretty crazy box for whoever would have got it. Genesis and Color Blast. Ooh, rookie! Wait, who's that? I have no idea. I can't guess the rookies because they're all just very, very new. Jacob Greaves for Ipswich. Genesis semi-case hit. I mean, these things look absolutely beautiful. They totally should have just kept them as case hits. My personal educated opinion. And the nebulas are about to look absolutely insane. And I'm pretty sure when the choice comes out, the tigers are not going to be symmetric anymore, which is perfect because I hated that symmetric stuff. It just looks way too digital. I think it's all going to be like asymmetric, like flowing from one side to the other. I think they did a lot of improvements for sure. All right, guys, we're going to see what this Color Blast is going to be from box number 10. Color Blast incoming. Good luck, everyone. Hopefully, I mean, it's definitely going to go to one of you guys, but which one of you guys? I have no idea. I've only seen like a handful of Color Blasts. I've seen the Ian Wright. I've seen, I feel like I've seen a Kobe Mainu, but I don't know who we have not seen yet. You guys ready for this? You guys not ready for this? Wait, is that that is another manga? Man, I totally thought this was horizontal. Oh my goodness. All right, we got 2 mangas. Sorry guys, not a Brighton Hove Albion. This has to be Matoma, right? No Color Blast. I mean, you still have 2 boxes. You never know. Sorry for the higher expectations. It is Matoma. Oh my god, look at that. That thing looks absolutely beautiful. Talk about manga redesign. That looks absolutely amazing. I borderline want to just buy it from whoever just pulled it. Look at that. That looks sick. They even wrote his like actual, I mean, why wouldn't they? They wrote his actual name in Japanese. Get a better sleeve here. Very, very sick Matoma going to Wicked Tacos. What a wicked manga. That looks incredible. I mean, we didn't get a Color Blast, but we got 2 mangas. All right, 2 boxes left. You never know. Let me rearrange these guys so that we have some room to display some more of these fellas. Do Thierry Henry, right? Good old TT. Has our auto. He's just absolutely baited. This is a pretty nice case. 3 Genesis, 2 manga. We got several Legend autos. Didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other cases like this out there, but maybe we haven't seen them yet. Imagine if we get a Color Blast from one of our personals. Trollmeister, good luck later tonight. Let's see what's in those boxes. That would be amazing. We do have a fresh case. Another fresh case for personals. I'm not going to use it for a group break for now. We might do another group break later. I know Brian's going to do another group break for sure, but we do have a fresh case of EPL Prizm if anyone wants any boxes. I think we're done with the boxes not in the case, but I'm just letting you guys know. Just putting the idea out there. If anyone was thinking of picking up a box or two for tonight's stream, be my guest. breakfastcards.com. Right there. Legend autos aren't necessarily rare. I do believe Henry is a case hit. It might be the biggest one then. Yeah, I guess it's like either him or David Beckham or Zlatan or something like that. Man, I really, really genuinely thought that was going to be a Color Blast. The border was like too big. It doesn't seem off center, but I don't know what it was. I really want to pull a Color Blast because those are just amazing to pull. 1 in 10 cases is no joke. Prismania is like cool and all. I like the idea of it, but it looks too goofy for me, to be honest. Me personally, I know a lot of people like it, but Color Blast all day, every day. All right, here we go, ladies and gents. Gotta do the flippity flips once again. There's John Duran, pre-Saudi, 74 out of 92. Matisse de Ligt, forgot he played for Manchester United. Says a lot. Mario Lamina once again. Garnacho, red Damsgaard, 197 out of 199. Connor Bradley, laser. Soboslai base. Talisman Chris Wood. Norgard silver. Got Adama Traore out of 299. Purple Kilman. There's Nwaneri and Checker. Ruben Dias. Bentancur out of 199. Hyper. Henderson. Bobby Reed. Here's our auto. Another dual auto. What do you know? Nick Pope and Shea Given. The goalkeepers for Newcastle, John Lee. Jack Harrison, Mojo. Fireworks. Mojo. Bruno Fernandes. Carrying the team on his back. Jake O'Brien. Cracked ice. Purple Mojo out of 25. Evan Nilsson. 12 out of 25. Silver there, and that is going to be it for box number 11. Last box better have either a color blast in it or a black 1 of 1. Are we asking for too much? Maxter says, why is Thompson capable of making good inserts? Very good question. I also feel like there's a lot of like IP stuff going on in the background. Like maybe they can't because if they do, they'll get sued or something. I don't know. Like maybe Panini copyrighted or trademarked a lot of the designs, but I don't know. The new like what is it from like Topps Chrome? What was it called? Helix? That straight up looks like a ripoff off of the Color Blast. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but it looks very, very similar to that specific Panini case hit that we all know. So who knows? Who knows what that's all about? Topps does have some cool inserts, especially like rare inserts, but it's like really hard to find ones that are very appealing. All right, last box, ladies and gentlemen. At least black gold if we don't get a 1 of 1 or green or color blast. Yeah, manga is definitely one of the newer ones in it. Like the initial design was like whatever, but like now it's so cool. Can we balance the packs? I feel like something bad's gonna happen here. Yeah, I can see it falling over. I could really feel the, like, okay, man. I really feel that one. Hidden Gems is actually really cool. Hidden Gems and, like, the Grail. I really like those, but, like... Are they on the same level? Maybe more? I feel like the Grail is, like, on its own separate little category. Just because you have to complete it. And it's not like multiple players, it's like 1 player per season, 9 different cards. Home field, which totally ripped off downtown. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas that they can only tweak so much and make unique and stuff. Alright, good luck everyone. Last box. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for the quick fill. Now let's see what's in this box. 1 of 1, please. Hoyland, a red on red, a nice out of 199. Casemiro, silver. We have Mr. Brilliant, the Brilliant Scotsman. And a nice Diogo Jota. Checker board Prizm. Blue Jorginho, 235 out of 299. Adam Armstrong. What else do we got here? Another base, Garnacho, Andre Silver. Joe Gomez out of 75. Cracked ice. Hermanson and Mojo. Center stage. Joe Linton, Hyper. All right. It's now or never. I really hope it is not a black gold, and I really hope that it is actually a black, pure black Prizm chilling right there. Chilling like a villain. All right, let's try to get as close as possible to this. Hold on, set these down. That one down, that one down. All right, let's do this. All right. Black 1 of 1, black gold out of 8. Either way, I don't think I'd be disappointed because that was basically what was left in the case that we haven't gotten. Let us hope. Please, Panini. Give us a black 1 of 1. True black Prizm 1 of 1. Let's see it. Because you really made us think that Mongo is a color blast. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. There's Mr. Canoose. All right. Timo Werner. Silver that dude. Base this dude. All right. Is that silver auto? I think it is. Nick Pope once again. 1 is enough, man. Unless you're John Lee. Silver penmanship, Nick Pope, 28 out of 99. Taking a spot from another player. But it is what it is. Alright, Saka, our second parallel. Just a non-numbered cracked ice. No color blasts. I don't think we're going to be getting a color blast, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Palmer, our first parallel of the case. Our first and last. Well, that black or black gold. Could be a Cole Palmer, you never know. I think I saw the team colors though. If you saw it too, pretend like you didn't. Don't know what team it is. Could be any of the teams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining. Good luck. Let's reveal this last, very last parallel. Please. Oh, I see gold. It is a black gold. It is not a 1 of 1. Unfortunately, but these are still very sick. Big fan of the parallel this year. Can we guess the player? Looks like red team. Who's that? Is that Liverpool? Is that Lucho? It is Gabriel Jesus for Arsenal. There we go. Going to Nolan. Arsenal, others, Gabriel Jesus going to Nolan, a black gold, 3 out of 8 for the Gunners. These do look very sick. Borderline kind of reminds me of Tiger because of the whole stripe action going on here. Unfortunately, not a 1 of 1. Same thing that happened in the video. This really throws you off until you see the 3 little traffic cone or whatever you want to call it. All right, let's do a recap, ladies and gents. Thank you all for the fun case break once again. We're going to be doing personals now. We do have a fresh case. little Prizm that we could crack open for anyone who's interested. I'm sure some of you guys want to see what's in the boxes that we're about to rip for Trollmeister. And we have Midnight Box for Andrew. We also have 2016, 2017 selects. Still from the fresh case, we have not touched the remaining 7 boxes. So we did 2 for the random break, and then we did 3 for their PYT, PYP. So there's 7 left from that case. We didn't see any Pulisic's. We didn't see any Messi's. We didn't see any Ronaldo's. Not from what I remember, at least. We didn't see any blacks. We didn't see any crazy low number. We didn't see the case at auto. So if anyone who wants to try 2016, 2017 select, now's your chance. All right, let me sort some of these bad boys real quick. Let's see what's over here. All the silver chase rookies, I guess. There's the autos. All right. All these numbered cards. Red, blue, ice. As the majority of all the parallels is just reds and blues. Got surprisingly pretty big amount of blue ice. Just sorting for the recap, guys. Those of you just hopping in. All right, let's do these purples and hypers. I will not do a recap of all the non-numbered unsleeved. Okay, what are we? Let's start with purples. How about that? Purple recap, non-numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 in that case. And then let's take a look at the orange hyper. Non-numbered as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 per box. Then let's do checkerboard. Non-numbered as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then going to the numbered cards. Blue is going to be out of 299, the highest numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So basically 2 per box. Let's take a look at the reds. Out of 199, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then we have the 9D2 Prizms. 1, 2, 3, 4 only. We got way more blue ice here out of 75, even though it's numbered lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blue ice. And then for all the lower numbered stuff, and then we're going to do the wall. Here, let's take a look. So a bunch of these. Genesis. All right. So here are all some of the highlights of non-numbered silvers or ice. These are a bunch of rookies. Got 2 silver and Mojo, MLS, Sanusi, Vega silver, and then Lucas Bergvall silver once again. We got 3 Genesis Prizms and a snakeskin. Solanke with his eyes barely open there. Jacob Greaves. Then we have 1 red laser out of 49. 2, actually we got 3 whites total, but so far these are out of 35. Diallo and Archer. And then Evan Nilsson is our purple. Mojo out of 25. And then this sick Luis Diaz orange out of 25. Definitely going to recap there. All right, let's take a look at the autos. We got Eden Hazard, probably the biggest one from these ones, not the ones on the wall. Penmanship signatures. Nick Pope, actually let's do the silvers last. Quite a few silvers actually. All right, so we got 2 duels, 3 goalkeepers, and a DCL. And then we have Ola Aina, Nick Pope once again, Rico Lewis, and George Hurst. Our silvers out of 99, we have Vicario, Hutchinson, and Nick Pope. And then for the biggest hits, very, very sick mangas. Well, I guess I could have put Mikey Moore with the other guys. Mikey Moore, laser right there. Let me add him to, where is that pile? All right, Thierry Henry and Michael Owen autos. Big boys from the same era, different clubs. Love to see it. All right, so the sick Isak white Prizm, 35 out of 35 bookend. Gold Anthony Elanga, 10 out of 10. Michael Owen silver, 68 out of 99. Thierry Henry Legends auto, just a base. And then 2 sick mangas. Of course, let's show this black gold. Gabriel Jesus, 3 out of 8. Very, very, very sick. I gotta say, the Matoma looks just incredible. The Nwaneri looks sick, but like this one looks just fantastic. Trying not to have some bias as an Arsenal fan, but it is what it is. Amazing design. Thank you, BBK, whoever the designer is. Amazing artwork, man. I'm glad Panini put your stuff on the back of the cards. But that is going to be it for the break, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining. We're going to run at least another case break of this product, if not 2 more. Brian's going to be doing one for sure. We have yet to decide whether or not I'm going to be running another one. But thank you all once again. We are going to be running personals now. If you want to grab some boxes, we do have some stuff on recklesscards.com. 2016-17 select, GOAT select, arguably. And these boxes, of course, 2024-25 EPL Prizm Hobby. And we also have, what else do we have? Do we have anything else? Actually don't. I don't know. I think our Midnight is sold out. So if you ordered stuff shipped, it will ship to you sealed. If you did order it and it says personals or live stream, we will rip it tonight. Either way, thank you all for joining the fun. Let's see what we got in some of these other boxes. Alrighty. Just gonna move these guys out of the way. What is this? Okay, I guess we can do, but we'll probably have to check for any other requests. But I think we're gonna do a Prizm, Midnight, and then Prizm for now, just to keep things diverse. Let me get the boxes real quick. All right. Just reminding you guys. All right, Trollmeister and Andrew. It's going to be the first Midnight rip. We are going to be reviewing it tomorrow. So, let's see what's in these boxes. Tease case indeed. Yeah, Color Blast and Black Gold really trolled us. How long do Brian's cards take to get to you? It really depends. There's a lot of different factors. Depends on what shipping method, depends on how quickly they go out, and depends on if there's any delays, if it's a weekend. I'd say about like a week tops or something like that. Mr. Julian, welcome to the live stream. I guess you saw what you got. All right, Trollmeister, here we go. Box number 1 for you. Good luck. There we go. I gotta bring this one back. Yes. Let's do pack by pack again. All right. An unaltered box, I guess, by the Panini manufacturing team. Silver Oscar Bob. Yeah, to bundle everything, usually it would take, I would say if you're trying to include everything from everything, it would take just a little bit longer. First numbered card is going to be Bogarde, Lamare Bogarde. 289 out of 299. Joao Felix. We have, what is that, silver? It is silver. Silver Kaleidoscopic. Jamie Vardy, Mojo. Trollmeister. Come on. We got a manga. Manga from 2 boxes. We also have a fresh case that we have yet to crack of Prizm Hobby. So join the action if you want potentially something wild. 40 out of 92, Omari Hutchinson. Nice little tier 3 at this point. Chris somehow just knew it. The dude knew it. For like a split second, I really thought it was going to be a Color Blast. I feel like every single time that's what happens every time I see manga. That would have been crazy, just from 2 boxes. Actually would have been insane. I would have lost my mind. Well, I guess we can eliminate the Isaka manga according to John Lee. What is this? Is this an auto? I think it is an auto. Let's move these guys out of the way. Put this down over here. Nice little TAA checker. And Brilliance, Calvin Phillips, Calvin Bassey. Blue, Morgan Gibbs White. All right, silver talisman, it looks like. Erling Holland. Man, these are very, very clean. Kepkes. You got a red, a laser out of 49. Dan, a burn. 16 out of 49. There's Mr. Canoose. Is that? Oh man. Thought it was Genesis. Always throws me off. Kaleidoscopic. Evan Ferguson. Fergie Ferg. All right. Ooh, we have one of those. Is that? No, I thought it was a full flood. Dude, you need to chill. We got a Genesis here. This is one of those boxes. That is actually wild. Jamie Vardy having a party. A rookie. Wait, rookie red team. We have Mateus Fernandes. 60 out of 199. Semi-case hit. A Genesis going to Trollmeister. Well done, my friend. Got a whole other box waiting for you. Let me just top load these numbered cards. Also, I'm sure you know the drill, but let me know if you only want non-base shipped. Everything ships by default from personals, but most people like to cut out all the bulk. So just let me know. You got you taken care of either way. All right. We're going to do auto first, right? We are going to reveal the auto, and then we're going to do the manga. It is horizontal, red team horizontal. That's a goalkeeper, right? Oh, at least it's this goalkeeper, Ellison Becker. Look at that. I don't think he's signed in a very, very long time. Can't say I actually know what his auto looks like. If it's a goalkeeper, you want to get this guy's auto. Penmanship, signatures, Ellison and Becker. There's a little piece of dust in here. See if I can get rid of it. Nope, not happening. Gotta throw away that top loader, unfortunately. Alright, there we go. Time for the manga. Tottenham Hotspur. Who could it be? I know there's Archie Gray, but who else? Is Sonny in the manga checklist? It is Gareth Bale. Look at that. Bang, bang, bang. Gareth Bale with the sick looking manga. That is incredible. Nice little box. You got yourself right there. All right, let's do a quick recap. So we have I guess it doesn't really matter if they're in order or not. Gareth Bale, a manga. Elson Becker auto. Checker, TAA out of 49, Dan Byrne. 299, 299. Jamie Vardy out of 199. We have out of 92, Amari Hutchinson. And a Genesis, Mateus Fernandes. Then we have all these other guys. Some Chase rookies, silvers, lasers, cracked ice, mojo, and some hypers. Let's leave these guys real quick. And we shall see what is in that Topps Midnight Bundesliga box. I'm gonna have to get more penny sleeves. All right. Plus 100 here. All right. There we go. Move this stuff to the side. Big stack of base. Today is the International Manga Day. Look at this box. It's like the same packaging as Dynasty. Interesting choice. Good luck, Andrew. It's going to be first look into Topps Bundesliga for me. Oh, even the box has like some weird, not weird, whatever that pattern is called, glitter. I have no idea what it's called. They usually have this like on cars. See, car paint. I forgot what it was called. Starry Night. Wait, how does this? I gotta push this out. It's stuck though. That is very, very tight. All right. Nice. Look at this thing. So 1 pack, 7 cards, should have 3 autos. Just a silver pack. The numbers printed on there. Nice little velvet. I had no idea Midnight had this kind of game. I'm not even gonna try to. That was it was hard taking it out on its own. Okay, good luck. Look, ooh, what is this? Hold on. All the velvet came off. Oh, my fingers. I gotta wipe this stuff off. Okay, that was easy. Highly do not recommend touching that velvet. All right, here we go. First auto, Antonio Nusa. Patch auto. Actually, let's do this. Let's actually do this. I guess you can see the cards from the top cam. I didn't even think of that. Pretend there's no top cam. How about that? Actually, this is in the way. I need something smaller. Now that we have all these guys, much better. That barely does anything too. Hold on. This. All right, there we go. We have Antonio Nusa patch auto. Wow, this is really thick. This is like thick chrome stock. This is nice. Was it like this last year? I didn't review this last year, so I have like no idea. This feels super premium. All right, time to get out the thick sleeves. Definitely feels like it's 180 point. That's what it looks like. Let's test that. I think I have some 180 points here. Just chilling. It's 170 point. Should do the job. I feel like there's... Fits fine, but I feel like it's too tight. Maybe 190 point will do the job. I'm gonna run out of 190 points. Yeah, I mean 190 point fits fine. It's just no, it's too loose. All right, Andrew, we're gonna have to figure this out later. I think you're gonna be fine with that. All right, what is next? What is this? You guys have been staring at this card forever. Ooh, what is this? Danilo Doki. These like not numbered? None of these cards are numbered. This is high quality. This is like obsidian stock. Obsidian base stock, so we're gonna need 55 points for these. There we go. Another one. Looks like maybe a different parallel or different team. Tim Kleindienst. 55 point. All right. Okay, now all these are flipped. Now they're numbered. 41 out of 49, whatever this... I thought they only gave this a like foil, this specific diamond pattern. Colin Kleine Beckel. 41 out of 49. You guys see this? It's like right from the factory. I was like, today's been a strange day for a lot of these top loaders and penny sleeves. Alrighty. Look at Taco's like, that's base. That is base. Oh, I think we have a nice auto. Faris Shaibi, Midnight Darkness, 18 out of 49. And okay, thought I was out of 55 point top loaders, but I have an entire 25 pack right here. Love to see it. I think we have a very nice auto coming up. Hopefully you guys can't see it from the top cam, but we got a Omar Marmouche Midnight Horizon Signatures before he went to City. Not numbered, it looks like 100 point to me. The thickness is all over the place with these cards. Do I have any 100 points left? Here's the question. 30 point. Definitely not going to fit at 70 point. This is going to have to go in 130 point for now. It's a little loose, but we'll have to do. Alright, our last card, it is. Out of 99, Midnight Filippo Mane. Never heard of this guy. Andrew, I hope you enjoyed this box more than I did. It's a little bit of a learning experience here. Yeah, these are definitely 100 point. Let me just get a 70 point just for the sake of trying it out. It does feel like it's too thin. Yeah, that won't fit. 100 points are not that easy to get. Unfortunately, we're going to have to tape over them in 130 point top loaders. Alright, so let's do a recap for Andrew. Is that really 3 autos? Oh, he was less. big boy here. All right, so our non-autos, we got 2 base, 2 out of 49. We got Shaibi and Bekel. Then our autos, we have a Marmouche base, and then we have out of 99 Mane. And we have Midnight Patch Auto, Antonio Nusa. Very thick. There we go. Thank you, Andrew, for grabbing that one. Now, let's move to Trollmeister's second EPL Prizm box. All this loose velvet. Now the price makes a little bit more sense, but it is Bundesliga, so I don't know. Still don't know. Actually, I should be adding the Facebook link to the description. Totally forgot. You are on Facebook. We do have a group. Just started recently, actually, like a few weeks ago. I'd highly recommend joining. It is Breakfast Cards Official, or I don't know if we posted it in the Discord, but if you go to Facebook, Breakfast Cards should pop up as a group. If you want to type in the URL, it's Breakfast Cards Official. All right, Andrew, let's move this over here. Patch autos or case hits, or maybe semi-case hit. Well, got you and Antonio Nusa. Definitely getting better. If you have a link, share, please. Let me see. I don't know if I have a link right now. Let's see where I can. Let me search Discord. All right, I got a link. Let me see if this is going to work. You guys can all join the Facebook group. All right, there it is. Actually, I think I totally should have just like started the Facebook group like way longer, because I feel like there's a whole like untapped market on Facebook, like for viewers overseas or maybe some of the older gens. You're welcome. Invite all your friends, because we're still growing as a group. Like I said, we only launched like a few weeks ago, and we do post a lot of the group stuff on there. Let's do this display style. Like I said, we do have a fresh case of these. If anyone wants to grab a box, got those left still. Have yet to see the case at auto. Have yet to see a black 1/1. Have yet to see a lot of other fizzy cards from 2016, 17 select. So, all right, it's gonna be one of these boxes. Can't win them all. Tease, Delete, Archie Gray, Dominic Calvert Lewin out of 92, 79 out of 92, and these guys. We are in the US of A. In Michigan, if that helps. Where's the inserts? Silver, Sinisterra. What's your best Trezeguet card? Like the French Trezeguet, the legend, right? Can't say I have any. Might have pulled some in the past, but don't actually have any in possession. Juan Bissaka out of 299. Romeo Lavia. 4 base. How much is it to post to Europe on average? I would say around like $30. And we always like group shipments, so you don't have to like pay every single time. You can like keep cards with us for a while, and then we can ship some. If it gets too heavy, obviously it's gonna get more expensive. But all right, kaleidoscopic orange. We have Kieran Trippier out of 25, 18 out of 25. Kieran Trippier. Wish it was something crazier than that. Feel free to join our Discord if you have a Discord. I'm sure some people have some Croatian cards in our Discord. You post in the In Search Of channel. Nice red on red Darwin Nunez, 122 out of 199. All right, Trollmeister, can this box live up to the first one? Will Hughes, Mojo. I think the insert orange was extra, so we still should be getting 2 more numbered cards. Two purples, because one of them is a Eze auto. Crystal Palace. Not expecting to see this one. 15 out of 25. Not too shabby. Doubt it. We can match unless it's a color blast or something numbered lower than 35 maybe. Non-numbered purple, of course. Mitoma Brilliance, Silver Nedeljkovic. Didn't think I was going to pronounce that one. All right, Lucas Digne out of 299. I think we should still be getting one more numbered card. Let's hope it's a 1 of 1. Emergent, Justin Kluivert. He may or may not make an appearance at Soko. All right, there's our last numbered card. I was hoping I saw a white border there. It is freaking Mark Flecken out of 75. All right, last pack. Trollmeister. Good luck. Looks like it's going to be a fractal and cracked ice. Tommy frickin' Doyle. Nothing against him. It's just we didn't get a black 1 of 1. That's all. All right, 4 silvers. We got a bunch of these unnumbereds. Got Flecken out of 75. Blue Ice. Lucas Digne. Darwin Nunez. You need some more top loaders here. Yeah, it's 6 numbered cards at least from that hobby box. Makes it 7 numbered cards with the auto. Again, let me know if you only want the non-base shipped. Everything ships by default. But if you don't want to deal with the bulk, we can take care of that for you as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to put in any personal requests on the website breakfastcards.com. If we don't have any requests, I guess in the next couple minutes, we are going to be calling the stream. Probably going to go live maybe tomorrow, the day after that, or whenever we get enough requests. Get all these cards sleeved. All right, thank you, Trollmeister, once again. Let me add this to your pile. Oh, it was nearly stacked over there. All right, guys, let me just check the request sheet. And that is going to be it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining the stream. Check out the review. Don't want to miss it. We are going to be reviewing First Offline and Midnight as well later, or maybe tomorrow or later next week. But thank you all for the support. Thanks for joining the live stream and the break and the personals. And have a great rest of your night. Excuse me. I couldn't end the video without sneezing. Thank you for all the support, guys. Have a great rest of your night, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in the world. Take care, and as always, we'll see you in the next one, guys.